Imam Ali, how does Islam perceive other religious beliefs? Does Islam acknowledge those faiths as being true faiths?
Of course. In fact, the Holy Quran states very clear that diversity, including religious diversity, is a part of God's science. Quran states that if God has will, He could have made you one nation. He made you all Muslims, He made you all Christians, He made you all Jews. But God decides that there must be different nations. And the purpose behind that, according to the Holy Quran itself, there are two at least. Number one, so that they can know each other. لِتَعَارَفُوا in Arabic language. God says in the Holy Quran that He created us from a single male and a female. He made us into different nations and tribes so that we may know one another. So knowing one another is the reason behind why we are different, including religious differences that we have today. But the second purpose of this diversity is so that we can complement each other, or in the language of the Holy Quran, فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ, we can compete in goodness. I have to learn something from our Christian friends, and I have to give something to our Christian friends, to our Jewish friends. They have to offer something to us, and we have to offer something to them. Complementing each other basically is the reason behind religious diversity. And Islam is very clear on that. Islam states, لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينِ. Your religion is yours and my religion is mine. Let's be firm in our own respective faith, but we must respect one another. That is the stand of Islam basically on other religious faiths.
What does Islam say about Jesus Christ or His mother?
That question is very crucial and it's very essential because we are intermingling. Christians and Muslims are brothers and sisters, they are neighboring each other. And so I think it's very important to know our stance on Jesus Christ and His mother, Mary, peace be upon her. Jesus Christ, in fact, is one of the noble individuals in our faith. We consider ourselves followers of Jesus Christ. We consider ourselves that we believe in the Holy Book that had been given to Him, the Gospel. And more importantly, the Holy Quran talk about Jesus Christ even more than Prophet Muhammad. The Holy Quran talk about His mother beautifully in the chapter number 19 called chapter Mary. And so Mary and His son basically are two individuals in the Islamic tradition that is very respectful. But the difference between the Muslims and the Christians in this respect is that we never believed that Jesus Christ is over His humanity. He's a human being, born through the Virgin Mary, peace be upon her, and that's what we believe. But He is a very noble prophet of God, and Muslims will never be Muslims unless He believe in Jesus Christ, unless He believe in Mary as the mother, the Virgin Mary as the mother of Jesus Christ.
Is it true that Muslims force people to embrace Islam?
That is absolutely not true. In fact, the Holy Quran is very clearly stating, لا إكراه في الدين. There is no compulsion in the religion. Prophet Muhammad, one day he was so sad because he wanted to call the people to Islam and many people rejected him. So he was sitting down under the tree and so sad. The Holy Quran was revealed and God says to him, لَسْتَ عَلَيْهِمْ بِمُسَيْطِرٍ. You don't have authority on them. You cannot force them to be Muslims. Your obligation is to show them what Islam is all about. But each individual has the right to follow or not to follow. So there is no compulsion in the teaching. And I do believe that forced teaching is not religion, because religions must come out from within your soul, from within your heart. So you cannot force a belief to any individuals around you.
Imam, can you tell me the difference between the Quran and this thing called the Hadith?
The Quran basically is the prime source of Islam. It is a revelation from God. And even Muhammad didn't invent anything in the Holy Quran. Prophet Muhammad basically just received the revelation from God. But when you come to the Hadith, Hadith is Prophet Muhammad's explanations of the Holy Quran. So for example, the Holy Quran just mentioned that Muslims must pray. But the Holy Quran doesn't mention how many times, how to pray. It is the function of the Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad tradition, to explain to us how to pray to God, how many times, how to do it, what to recite. So, if I may say, Hadith basically is human, and it is an explanation to the Holy Quran. But the Holy Quran is the words of God, and even Muhammad didn't intervene in anything of the Holy Quran.
If you have any questions on any of these items, please send me an email and maybe I can help.